Lete Discipoli. This is another Synopsis Bootcamp video. In our last video, we did the perfect indicative active. We're going to continue in the perfect system and do the pluperfect indicative active in this video. Okay, so like we said in the last video, the perfect system in the active, it uses the perfect endings for the perfect tense and then different forms of sum for pluperfect and future perfect. So the pluperfect tense is the perfect stem plus the imperfect of sum, or you can think of it as era, the infix. Remember we talked about infixes before? The infix era plus the personal endings. I personally like to think of it as the imperfect assume. It's just easy for me to remember. Aram, arasarat, aramasaratesarant, aram, arasarat, aramasaratesarant. But it's up to you which makes more sense. I feel like era is also helpful, so I think it's good either way. In the Bootcamp 3, Exercise E, you're going to copy the aramasaratesarant 4 times. And like I've said in other videos, you should be saying, or in this case, singing the endings as you copy them. You want to engage as many senses as possible. All right, go ahead and pause and do that and then come back. All right, we're moving on. All right, the steps for conjugating the pluperfect tense are easy peasy peasy. You find the perfect stem. This is blue because we learned it in the blue book. Sorry, I felt like I had to explain myself there. I'm not sure you care. The perfect stem, which of course is the third principal part minus I. You put the perfect stem in every box, and then you add your imperfect tense of sum as the pluperfect endings. Aram, arasarat, aramazaratasarant. So, you know the drill. Bootcamp 3, Exercise F, you're just going to be conjugating pluperfect indicative active. So go ahead and pause and do that, and then we'll check. Okay. All right. So your perfect stem for dokeo should be doku, dokueram, dokueras, dokuerat, dokueramus, dokueratus, dokuerant. Same situation essentially for muto and respondo. Notice respondo is one of those verbs that doesn't have a V suffix. So, so that one might have felt a little weird when you were making responderam. You might have been like, but why isn't there an S or a V or a U or an X? I don't know why. I'm sorry. Go ahead and pause as necessary to check your work and then unpause and we'll move on. Okay. The pluperfect indicative active is only translated one way. The pluperfect is always just translated had. So so pluperfect is had verbed. I had verbed, you had verbed, he had verbed. It's nice and easy. Pluperfect is had. And that's what you're going to do next is practice your translations, which is nice and short for the pluperfect. So it saves your hand or wrist or whatever from some writing. I know there was a lot, especially in the imperfect tense. Woof. Go ahead and pause and then we'll unpause and check. All right. And boom. So UO can mean help or please. So I had helped / pleased. You could have used either definition. You had helped or pleased. He, she, it had helped or pleased, etc. Pause as necessary through these to check. Exerceo obviously is exercise or train. Opto, such a nice word. Choose, like option, right? I had chosen or I had wished for. All right. And that's it for the pluperfect tense. La Lete Discipoli.